Yo, Positive Thoughts Guy here again on your Tuesday morning, November 1st. Today I want to talk just a slight bit about using numbers and percentages in speeches that you do. Again, I'm a Toastmaster and some of my stuff will involve speaking and public speech. Tonight I've been doing this really cool speech that I'm kind of working on for this new Toastmasters club that is called Hubmasters, and they are at 5th and Mission, and they meet on Tuesdays at 6:30. And it's a bunch of social entrepreneurs, web guys, and some venture capitalists. I think the Hub is a kind of one of those places you pay to have an office space for the month. So it's one of those kind of incubators. Cool thing. I'm really excited to go actually meet some of these folks because it looks like a pretty cool thing. So what I'm doing is tonight I want to do a little bit, my speech will be about income tax, like what percent people pay based on tax bracket or based on percentage, sorry. So upper 5, upper 20, upper 10, upper 25, and then lower 50. It's just to kind of show that, the hypothesis I'm running on this speech is that a lot of the Occupy movements like to say stuff about how rich people need to pay their fair share. So fair share means, in my mind, that if there's 100 people in a population, then you should pay the exact same amount regardless. I mean, fair share would be fair to me, right? Fair to you. I think what they're saying is that if I have to pay 50% of my income, then you should pay 50% of your income, because a lot of richer folks can use stuff like corporation or corporate holdings for their own personal wealth, which is a great tool, by the way, because then you can pay all your taxes after expenses and income, which is pretty cool, and I hope I can be there someday. So I think that's what they're really getting at, not gross percentage, like 50%, you pay X percent and then everyone pays X percent. I don't think that's it. I think it's a percentage of earnings before income tax, but not to get too geeky. So what I'm proposing is, I just want to show the data. I don't want to give, my conclusion is that I think fair share is a little weird because it's so heavily weighted. It's so heavily weighted to the top when they pay taxes. So I'll go into it a little bit later tonight when I actually do the speech and I have my numbers all set up. But the conclusion, one of the conclusions I want to have people sit with, it's not necessarily a conclusion, but just a thought point, is what is a fair share is the whole purpose. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just presenting data as like percentage, here's data, here's percentage. The thing I like to do is use a visible graph or a visible representation of the data. Because a lot of times when folks look at percentages, they forget to really think about it. They'll focus on one part of the percent, whatever part they feel they want to talk to, not the entire picture. And Wayne Dyer used to say, you have to look at the whole enchilada. So what I'll do is, in the case of 100%, there's four different categories. I'll make 4 different distinguishers for each category, so that way I can talk to the point. I can go, okay, here's X, Y, Z, and then B. Because of 4. And show it on a big wall. Show it as a huge representation of the data set. And then it becomes really easy to understand, and it's actually more fun that way to present. And I think that's all I wanted to really talk about, was that you have to sometimes use data in your speeches, but make sure that what you're doing is that folks can actually get the source of the data, they can see it, they can play with it, and they can understand where it came from. If you can accomplish that, it'll be a lot easier to do the speeches. So I just wanted to say, again, you guys, it's a pleasure to do these things. Let me know what you guys want to actually have me cover sometimes too, because I'm kind of sitting around waiting to see what you guys want to talk about, and I know there's a lot of lurkers, so go ahead, drop something in the comments, let me know what you want me to talk about, and we can roll. With that, guys, have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.